plan to ensure that this is a contained operation. So those two sections are now out and under the command of Captain Ed Newman of Royal Marines Reserve Bristol. Geostationary turn, and so it's not just about our people, it's about some fantastic kit as well, and this is, you know, showcasing exactly.
The aircraft's got two engines, each engine 3,600 horsepower there. In blades cutting through the air, blade slap as we call it. The aircraft capable of some 170 knots straight level, and it's a highly capable workhorse used throughout the world by many armed forces and civilian operations. Now today is Faulkman Giri and his known. He's now bringing the aircraft nicely into the hover and crash here. Beautifully attended with extra stars on the aircraft hovering then effectively on the of the van, sting stopped by that camera. He's now going to do what's known as a screwdriver up. Giri and Sandro flying today. They're both qualified to play part, taking turns each day flying this weekend. Now diving down, steep nose dive back down to the air. Give them a big wave all the way down the beach. It's miles of beach here, lots of people on the cliff tops down at the beach, between the piers and beyond. Giri and Sandro. Giri just now moving gently to the hover now, the steady part of the central plate in there, centre part of the display. The guys are in fact, one of the guys is holding the collective, which is the power, and the other guy is holding the joystick, and they're using their spare hand to fly, to wave, the one hand to fly and the spare hand to wave. So that's a wonderful departure there. Pulling up now, a bit of power, and a last pass now as they head out west, away from display day. So Giri and Sandro, thank you very much indeed. That's a wonderful display. Those Swiss Cuba guys have been great all weekend. Very modest and incredibly capable. They've been very progressive.
what really marks this aircraft from all others is its roll rate, going up to a phenomenal 450 degrees a second, up to 225 knots. A truly exceptional machine being flown today by a truly exceptional pilot.
Coupling on the web as well as down in deforming shape section. Launch back, equivalent of a Czechoslovakia heading, and here holding it, almost stalling it there, but nonetheless going gyroscopic with the residual power of the engine and propellant. Just letting it drift down as he then flips it over. Now picking a bit of momentum and also maintaining the aircraft is absolutely essential. But with this one, as he goes into a slight knife edge slide upwards, he doesn't have too much problem because it's got a superior power to weight ratio. Now, as you mentioned, he's got an engineering background, and so many of the competent and really greatly qualified pilots today do have that engineering background. It really helps, but his flying experience is now in excess of 8,000 hours as well, which is truly exceptional. Now, without the smoke, going up, you see that knife edge, and then a couple of flick rolls just on the way up for good measure. As I say, these guys get really, really bored very, very quickly. Maintaining the level altitude whilst flying, cross-controlling the aircraft and then doing it in reverse the other way around. So if this were a competition now, it's not just the style of the manoeuvres and the shape, but it's within certain parameters. We call it the aerobatic box that judges would be having a look at here. And the skillful, the note, the rapidity of the manoeuvres, and of course the quality of each manoeuvre. So there's a lot going on here. After this display, Gerald will be absolutely exhausted, and there he is.
Now formed into echelon, they'll be turning into wind and moving around along the crowd line, doing what they call the moonwalk. As you can imagine, keeping in formation takes a lot of practice. And one of the methods they use for formation, that's the number 2 on the number 1, is by using lining up deck block underneath the block on the wheel. The deck block is used in holding the aircraft. Of aircraft you'll see going backwards today at about 50 to 60 miles an hour. The remaining echelon now to go out to do a formation wing over, and again the number 2 is having to work quite hard to keep in formation on the leader and using that deck block that I talked about in line with the wheel to make sure he keeps in the right position. Lead pilot today is Lieutenant Commander David Lee, qualified helicopter instructor at 825 Squadron, and he'll be teaching the pilots, both those who are new to the aircraft, as in first time on the Trinity helicopter, and also those who are converting from the Lynx helicopter, how to fly the Wildcat. Pilots are running towards tube they'll now be splitting 90 degrees to the right and left and going to either end of the display line. The other aircraft is flown by Lieutenant Chris Redding.
Made by North American across the big pond there, and named in honour of General Billy Mitchell. It was a pioneer of US military aviation, and by the end of its production almost 10,000 of these aircraft were made. Pretty noisy engines too, and it's an interesting fact you may not be aware of, that many of the crews of this aircraft actually suffered a huge amount of deafness and hearing loss. But made notoriously famous by the Tokyo raid, the brainchild very much of General Doolittle, and of course that was a raid in which many of these guys knew that they would not come back from. To having to land in China, and it was a devastating series of losses, both in airframes and of course in personnel as well. But the other interesting connection with this having been named after General Billy Mitchell was that he was the man who, after the end of the war, started demanding the formation of a separate American Air Force. Flying the aircraft, but let's give them a big warm big wave. Wave everybody, wave your hands to your glass, let them know that thank you very much for coming all the way from.
Thank you, Andy. A lot to chat about with that marvellous aircraft there, and let's see on the Marriott Hotel. Thank you so much, the manager and staff there to support you.
Brought to you by BH Live, the B7. successfully light ground attack role. Historical events including such as the one so far more. And for those that know, the strike lighters came in to rescue them, and a number of VCs were fought gallantly won. Here we are from the left-hand side there, another lazy, lovely barrel roll, marked beautifully there. That straight wing, those hard wing under points, the light arm roll, that straight wing.
Left now the word derivative of the right master. Not the piston province, but the jet province. And there's two versions, a JP3, which is custom noise custom reverb noise George, and a JP5, which was simulated to rather look.
This is our chance for Bournemouth to say hello to Mark. You can see you wave him. Give him a big Bournemouth wave. Mark Petrie, the strike master. Everybody, have the coats, wave ready.
Yeah, you were just making a personal painful reminder that I actually flew on the JP3 and you but
You are living history, George.